Hello and welcome to Rathod's IAS. Today in this session we are going to see previous questions analysis of Geography 2012 which appeared in your UPSC. So we are continuing this series of previous questions analysis of Geography, and we started with 2011 questions and we will complete till 2023 as soon as possible. And not only this Geography, we are also going to release videos of polity also. Please do watch that playlist as well. Okay, so let's get started. And there are around 14 questions that appear from this Geography in this 2012 UPSC Prelims. So let us see the first question. I hope you can see the question, right? Question is, consider the following factors. First one is rotation of the earth. Second one is air pressure and wind. And third one is density of ocean water. And fourth one is revolution of the earth. Which of the above factors influence ocean currents? So these are the options which are given. So this question, it is related to this theme called as ocean currents, and this is the repeated theme. In this ocean currents we have warm ocean currents and cold ocean currents. So if you know at least these types of ocean currents, and even we have surface ocean currents and deep ocean currents. So if you know this classification of ocean currents, you can easily understand at least what are the factors that are responsible for this ocean currents. So here you know this is density of water. So because of this density of water, we can see this surface and deep oceanic currents. And you can see because of this temperature and heating of water, this is the one important reason for this warm and cold oceanic currents. So here, because of this rotation of earth, you know that this is the responsible for this Coriolis force CF. So because of this, yes, the direction of ocean currents is dependent. So this is the one important factor that I can say. And already density of oceanic water, and even air pressure and wind is also one important factor for this influencing of this oceanic currents. But revolution of earth. So what is the meaning of revolution? Earth is moving around sun. Okay, so this is earth. Earth is moving around sun. So this motion is called as revolution. So this revolution which is having no influence on this oceanic currents. So we can eliminate this fourth statement. So which is the correct answer now? So now the correct answer is B, 1, 2 and 3. And I want to give you some additional information. So these oceanic currents, they are influenced by two factors. So I can divide it into primary and secondary. So which are those two factors? So first one is primary factor and second one is secondary factor. So in this primary factor, we can include heating of water. Next one is air pressure. And next one is winds. And next one is density. So these are the four important primary factors responsible for the influence of this oceanic currents. And in this secondary factors, we have two. So first one is temperature difference. And second one is salinity difference. So these are the secondary factors. Okay. So this is the answer for this question. Let us see the second question. Normally the temperature decreases with increase in the height from the earth's surface because. So from the earth's surface, whenever you are going or you are moving away or increasing the height, then the temperature is decreasing. What is the reason? So let me draw this diagram so that you can easily understand. So this is earth's surface. If you are moving away from the earth's surface, temperature is decreasing. And the question is asking like what are the reasons. Let us see the statements one by one. So first statement is the atmosphere can be heated upwards only from the earth's surface. And second statement is there is more moisture in the upper atmosphere and the air is less dense in the upper atmosphere. So you have to select the correct answer using the codes given below. So option A is 1 only, option B is 2 and 3, and option C is 1 and 3, and option D is 1, 2 and 3. Yes, now let us see the first statement. The atmosphere can be heated upwards only from the earth's surface. So this is earth's surface and here we have our sun. So from sun we will be getting incoming solar radiation. First earth's surface will get heated and here we have air which is in contact with the earth's surface or land, that will be get heated and slowly convection happens, right? So here the first statement is saying that atmosphere can be heated upwards only from the earth's surface, that means from earth's surface temperatures will be getting heated up. Yes, of course this first statement is correct. And this one is there is more moisture at the upper atmosphere. So here you have to know one concept. Like whenever you are moving away from the earth's surface, temperature will be decreased. So this is a concept which said according to this normal lapse rate. So according to this normal lapse rate, whenever you are moving 165 meters, whenever you are moving 165 meters above from the earth's surface, there will be 1 degree centigrade decreasing of temperature. So I'll explain you. So for example, let us take at the earth's surface there is temperature of 30 degrees centigrade. If you are moving above 165 meters, it will be 29 degrees centigrade here. And if you are moving again 165 meters, it will be 28 degrees centigrade. And if you are moving 165 meters, here we have 27 degrees centigrade. So like that we can see high temperature at the earth's surface, and if you are moving height or if you are increasing the height, the temperature decreases because of this normal lapse rate. And second statement is there is more moisture in the upper atmosphere. Okay, so there is more moisture in the upper atmosphere. So actually here if you see at the surface, okay, at the surface there is heat and air is getting heated. So whenever air is getting heated, so warm air will be moving up. Yes or no? Because warm air will become lighter and they are moving up. And even if there are any water particles are there, so they will be also getting heated and water will be converted into water vapor. Water will be converted into water vapor, and this water vapor is gaseous form. And as you know, according to this normal lapse, the temperature is decreasing. Whenever water vapor is reaching certain height, so it will convert into water droplets because of this condensation, and we can see like formation of clouds. Clouds formation will be happening. So this second statement is incorrect. And next one is the air is less dense in the upper atmosphere. Yes, why? Because the density of air which is high at this surface of the earth because of gravitational force. And if you are moving up, the gravitational force will be decreasing, and we can see like less dense air is seen in the upper layers. So this statement is correct. So here second statement is incorrect. So here the option will be like option C, 1 and 3 only. Okay, so this is the correct answer for this question. Yes, now let us see the next question. A person stood alone in a desert on a dark night and wanted to reach his village, which is situated 5 kilometers east of the point where he was standing. And he had no instruments like compass to see the direction, to find the direction. But he located the pole star. The most convenient way now to reach his village, it is to walk in which direction? So these are the options which are given. So as you all know that during this ancient period or medieval period, so they used to navigate or they used to know the direction by seeing the star. So this pole star, okay, so this pole star is also called as north star which is present in the north direction. So if you draw the directions here, north, south, east, west. So that so-and-so person, he pointed out this north star or pole star, and his village is 5 kilometers east. So from here it is 5 kilometers east. So now let us see the options. So direction facing towards pole star means if he is moving in this direction, he will be going towards north. And next one is direction opposite to the pole star means he will be going towards south. And direction keeping the pole star to his left. So if he is moving like this, then he will be reaching east. And next one is direction keeping pole star to his right means he will be moving west. So where his village is? His village is towards east. So here the correct answer is direction keeping the pole star to his left. Clear? So in this way you can draw the directions for this type of questions. And now let us see the next question. Which one of the following is the characteristics climate of tropical savanna? So option A is rainfall throughout year, option B is rainfall in winter, and option C is an extremely short and dry season, and option D is a definite dry and wet season. So as you all know that savanna, what is the savanna? Savanna is tropical grassland. Okay, it is tropical grassland. If you have know this Köppen classification, it is under this tropical, dry and wet. So dry season means in summer they will be having very dry spells, and the wet season that will leads to the growth of vegetation green lush. So here rainfall throughout year, it is not at all the characteristic of any grassland. It is a characteristic of rainforest or evergreen forest. So we can stuck down this option A. And rainfall in winter season, it is the characteristic of Mediterranean climate. But grasslands are not part of this Mediterranean climate. And extremely short dry season. Extremely short dry season, it is a characteristic of desert but not grasslands. So option D is correct, that is a definite dry and wet season. Clear? And now let us see next question. Which of the following is a chief characteristic of mixed farming? The name itself is saying that mixed farming. So the important characteristic of mixed farming here is, so we have animal rearing. We have animal rearing, and even we will be going for crop cultivation also. So crops can be cultivated and we can also go for animal rearing. So this is the chief and the basic thing that you have to know about this mixed farming. So option A is cultivation of both cash crops and food crops. So don't confuse with this cash crops and food crops. It is like growing of crops and animal rearing. And next one is cultivation of 2 or more crops in the same field. So it is not that concept, it is called as multiple farming. And next one is rearing of animals and cultivation of crops together. Yes, so this is the correct option for your question. And now let us see the next question. Consider the following crops in India. First one is groundnut, second one is sesame, and third one is pearl millet. So pearl millet is also called as bajra. And you have to know like alternate names. So there will be like finger millet. Okay, finger millet. So finger millet is nothing but your ragi. But this pearl millet is bajra. If you see this bajra, they will be appearing like small pearls like that. Okay, so the name here is pearl millet. So which of the above are predominantly rain fed? So do you know most of the agriculture, net sown agriculture, about 60% of net sown agriculture in India, it is rain fed. That means depend upon the rainfall. That too monsoon rainfall. Okay, so this crops we can divide into like oil seeds and as well as cereals, food crops. So they are mostly depend on this rainfall. In this cereals, we have this pearl met, we have this finger millet. So they belongs to this category of the crops which depend upon this rainfall. And even oil seeds like sesame and the groundnut, they are also dependent. And do you know this fact? About 80% of groundnut which is grown in India, it is depend upon this rainfall or rain-fed crops. So all these three are predominantly rain-fed crops in India. So answer will be like D, 1, 2 and 3. Clear? Yes. Now let us move on to next question. Consider the following crops in India again: cowpea, green gram and pigeon pea. So which of the above is or used as pulses, fodder and green manure? So pigeon pea is nothing but tur dal or red gram. Okay, cowpea, green gram, pigeon pea. So which of the above are used as pulses means like we are consuming like as food, and next one is fodder, it is like food for animals, and next one is manure for the plants or like crops, etc. So actually all these three like cowpea, green gram, pigeon pea, they can be used as pulse, fodder and green manure, but unfortunately UPSC key given as 1 and 2 only, but correct answer is 1, 2 and 3. Clear? And let us see the next question. Next question is, a particular state in India has following characteristics. It is located on the same latitude which passes through North Rajasthan. So if this is Rajasthan part, so we have to see like North Rajasthan part. It has over 80% of its area under forest cover. And next one is over 12% of forest cover constitute protected area network in this state. Which one among the following states has above characteristics? Option A is Arunachal Pradesh, option B is Assam, and option C is Himachal Pradesh, and option D is Uttarakhand. So let us see the first statement, that is, so it is located on the same latitude. So if you see other states, like here we have Rajasthan and Haryana region and UP region and Sikkim, next Assam, Arunachal Pradesh. So these are the states which are moving on the same latitudes of this northern Rajasthan region. So out of this we have Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, only two. So we don't have Sikkim and we don't have UP and Haryana. So we can eliminate this easily. And if we compare in these two like Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, so which is having the good forest cover, that is Arunachal Pradesh is having around 80% of its area is under forest cover, and even 20% or 12% which is present as per this protected area network. So correct answer is your Arunachal Pradesh region. Okay, so by this question we even understood like you have to thoroughly know which are the latitudes passing, and even on which latitudes the same like on the same latitude which states are passing through, like that. So you can have a good knowledge of the map also. That thing we can learn from this type of question. And next question here is, when you are traveling Himalayas, you will see the following: 1, deep gorge and U-turn river courses, and third one is parallel mountain ranges, and fourth one is steep gradients causing landslides. Okay, so if you have gone through this topic of landforms formed by running water, you will be knowing like gorges, you will be knowing like V-shaped valleys, U-shaped valleys, canyons, etc. right? So actually what is the thing here is, so this Himalayas, they are like enfolded mountains, and this Himalayas we have antecedent rivers. Like even after the upheaval of Himalayas, the rivers, they didn't change the course. So because of this, what happened? So these rivers in the youth stage, what happened? They have the good force, good velocity, so that they can go for erosion. So in that erosion, they form this V-shaped valleys, U-shaped valleys, and as well as gorge. Okay. So yes, we can see the good number of gorge like Indus gorge etc. in this Himalayas. And in yesterday's class we discussed about U-shaped bending, that is syntaxial bending, that led to this turning of Brahmaputra into India in this Arunachal Pradesh region. Yes, we can see like U-turn river courses. So Brahmaputra is an example of Himalayan river system, correct? And next one is parallel mountain ranges. So if you see the mountain ranges, so we have greater Himalayas, okay, we have lesser Himalayas, we have Sivaliks, they are parallel ranges, okay. Yes, we can say parallel mountain ranges. And next one is steep gradient causing landslides. So if you're following current affairs, you will be seeing every time in Himalayan states there will be landslides, recent Chamoli landslides. Yes, this is also seen. So which of the above can be said to be evidence for Himalayas being enfolded mountains? So all these, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Clear? And now let us see the next question. Consider the following statements. The duration of the monsoon decreases from southern India to northern India. The amount of an annual rainfall in the northern plains of India decreases from east to west. Okay. So which of the statements given above is or are correct? So this question, it is our climate, regarding climate, that is from monsoon. So even in this 2011 also, this question had been repeated from the monsoon. So I can say this monsoon is a repeated theme. If you draw a map, so this is Arabian Sea and this is Bay of Bengal. Okay, so monsoon winds, they will be entering into India. And there will be like division into two branches, Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch. And now let us see the first statement, that is the duration of monsoon decreases from southern India to northern India. So what happens? So whenever this Arabian Sea branch which is hitting this Western Ghats, so in this western coast it will cause severe rainfall, very heavy rainfall. And here we have some gaps in between. Okay, gaps like Palghat gap, Talghat gap and Borghat gap. So in these gaps, so it will be entering into some areas and it is causing rainfall, and after that it will be moving forward in this direction. And from this Bay of Bengal branch, it is causing rainfall in this northeastern India and they will be moving towards this direction. And finally this Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal Sea branch, they meets. So here whenever the rainfall which is happening from south towards north, rainfall will be decreases, and from east towards west, again the rainfall will be decreases. So because of these two statements are absolutely correct. So here you have to identify the correct statements. So answer is C, both 1 and 2. Clear? And now let us see the next question. Which of the following is or cited by the scientist as evidence or evidences for continued expansion of our universe? So first one is detection of microwaves in space. And next one is observation of redshift phenomena in the space. And third one is movement of asteroids in space. And fourth one is occurrence of supernova expansion in space. You have to select the correct answer here again. So if you see, this fourth statement is talking about supernova. Supernova explosion. It is regarding to the star's life cycle. Okay, it is regarding to the star life cycle. It is not at all regarding the expansion of universe. So you can eliminate this fourth statement. So we can eliminate this option C here. Okay, and movement of asteroids is not at all related to the expansion of universe. So we can eliminate this 3 also. Okay, and we can eliminate this D and C. And you know that here observation of redshift phenomena is in space. You might not be knowing about the second statement, but Here the second statement is seen in both A and B, so obviously it is correct. So I will explain you what is that redshift phenomena. So in space we have two phenomena like red and as well as blue shift and red shift. So what happens here is whenever the objects which are present in the space, they are moving away. Whenever they are moving away from each other, so light will be moving towards here red scale. Okay, so red scale which says like wavelength is increasing. It says like wavelength will increase. And whenever the objects are coming together, so the light will be moving towards this end of this blue scale. That means wavelength is decreasing. So whenever expansion of universe means the objects will be moving apart from each other. So we can see this redshift phenomena. Okay, so this is correct. So if in this place of red, if the question given this blue shift means this will be incorrect. Okay, don't confuse with this. And detection of microwaves in this space. Yes, if you use this telescope, you can see like background color, light background color is seen. So it is because of this microwaves. It is called as coronal microwave background. Okay. Okay. So because of this, yes, this concept you will be reading in your science and technology, that is coronal microwave background. So it is also the important reason which says that yes, universe is expanding. So correct answer is A, 1 and 2. And next question is, which of the following sets of elements was primarily responsible for the origin of life on the earth? So option A is hydrogen, oxygen, sodium. Next one is carbon, hydrogen and nitrogen, oxygen, calcium and phosphorus, carbon, hydrogen and potassium. So if you have studied the basic science, then you can easily say the correct answer. So you know that carbon, hydrogen, they forms hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are very necessary for anything. So they are basics, right? And if you are adding nitrogen along with oxygen, sulfur, so they forms amino acids. So amino acids were the basic for the formation of proteins. It is not your sodium, it is not your phosphorus or potassium. So correct answer here is carbon, hydrogen and nitrogen. They are basics for the origin of life on the earth. Clear? Are you getting bored? No, right? Yeah. Next question is, consider the following specific stages of demographic transition associated with economic development, and they gave like 3 statements and you have to arrange the correct order. First one is low birth rate and low death rate, and next one is high birth rate with high death rate and high birth rate with low death rate. So if you have gone through this demographic transition theory, so normally we have like 3 stages. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So in the stage 1 we have high birth rate and also high death rate. So because of this we have less population growth. Okay. And next one is stage 2. In stage 2 we have high birth rate and low death rate. So we can see there is population explosion. So after population explosion again there will be stagnant in population, right? So we have low birth rate and low death rate. That leads to population stagnation. So what is the order? The first one is high birth rate and high death rate. First one is 2 and second one is high birth rate and low death rate. Next one will be 3 and next one will be 1. So where is this? That is option C. So option C is the correct order for this question. And let us see next question. Consider the following agricultural practices. Okay, 14th one is consider the following agricultural practices. First one is contour bunding, next one is relay cropping, third one is zero tillage. In the context of global climate change, which of the above helps in the carbon sequestration? Okay, or storage in the soil. So actually carbon sequestration is nothing but storing of carbon. Okay. So if we're talking about here, counterbunding is a method which used to prevent soil erosion. Okay. So soil erosion mainly caused by running water. So to stop this running water, we will be building like counterbunds to stop the running water so that we can prevent soil erosion. And next one is relay cropping. So relay cropping is also called as double cropping method. So in this cropping method, what we'll do is before harvesting of first crop, we will be going for sowing of the second crop. So here this is not at all related to this carbon sequestration. And here this method is zero tillage method. Yes, this is an example of carbon sequestration. So in this carbon sequestration, we have 4 types of carbon sequestration. So one such a type is zero tillage. So this is not a carbon sequestration method and even relay cropping. So answer will be B, only 3. Okay, so this is the explanation part for this question. And these are the questions which appeared in your 2012 from geography point of view. So I hope you understood this class, and I want to show you like where the questions are repeating, like in which themes. So this is about your agriculture and soil topic. It's also repeated theme. And next one is demographic transition. So yesterday also we discussed like population pyramids, right? So from that topic also, this is also one more theory, that is from population. So population is also one repeated theme. And next one is about origin of earth. Next one is like this topic is both combination of geography and science and technology. And next one is monsoons, again repeated theme. And this one is Himalayas from physiographic divisions, repeated theme. And next one is states as usual, that is from map. And next one is agriculture, 2 questions from agriculture. And next one is again agriculture, types of farming. And next one is from your like climatic regions or climatic zones, this is also repeated theme. And next question, it is about the oceanic currents. So these are the repeated themes and the important areas that you have to see from this geography 2012 paper. So I hope you enjoyed this class. If you really like this class, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to Rathod's IAS Academy. Thank you so much for watching.